gentleman just shot this woman several times and then he shot himself.
In this series, top cops, criminologists, psychologists and journalists will brief actors on the events leading to the murder of an innocent. It is the actors who reveal the raw emotions in the stories of a stalker who kills.
Oh, and she was scared. Oh, yes.
Why is no one helping me, please? Just stay away from me, please.
There's nobody around to help Alyssa. She's absolutely helpless. And he's there with a gun.
Oh my God.
Hey, Alyssa. How's my Hooters girl?
Troy has got 100% control.
Oh no, I'm begging you. I haven't done anything. Please.
110 Fire Rescue, yeah, that's of your emergency. Oh my God, we heard gunshots and I saw this gentleman shooting this woman several times.
Alyssa Blandon and Roger Troy. Generations apart, but whose lives became intricately entwined in Florida.
Troy, don't do this. Troy, don't do this, please. Please, Troy. Please, please, I'm begging you, Troy. Please. No. Please, please, no, please.
Like so many of these tragedies, it all seems to start so innocently, and there was nothing to set alarm bells ringing.
Enjoying her life in sunny Florida, Alyssa had designs on becoming a teacher. She'd had a great school life.
I loved my high school years so much. I mean, I was head of the cheerleading team, I made homecoming queen, and those were the happiest days of my life. So I really just want to be around that, be in that moment so that I can make children these days have such a good experience as I did.
Down the line, Alyssa saw herself as a full-time teacher and was getting some experience in a classroom.
I've been working at a local children's school and I love it so much. There is something so rewarding about working with kids.
Alyssa's in a good place. She's working in a school. She's trying to raise enough money to develop her career.
It's just incredible, and they're so incredible and they're so inspiring that every day I go home just with like a smile on my face. At the moment, I'm actually studying for my associate's degree, so I can do it full time.
She has a job on the side where she's trying to fund her way through teaching school.
And when the school she was working in closed, that job on the side meant drawing more on the skills of the old cheerleader days, looking as glitzy as she could and waiting on tables at Hooters, a bar encouraging a certain type of look for its almost entirely female team.
I know it is a little bit contradictory, but you know, you've got to balance things, and in the long run, like, my Hooters job will help me because I need the money.
She was young, attractive, she got a job waitressing. The fact that it was at Hooters, for me, doesn't make a huge amount of difference. It was a job that she was doing to try and earn money to fund her way through education.
And there's literally no way of me being able to teach without a little bit of money saved up for me.
And one of the regulars at Hooters, a loud man with a passion for guns.
Hey there, Hooters girl. How are you? Keeping the customers happy, eh?
Troy was a man who boasted about his arsenal of firearms.
Entirely obsessed with guns and power, likes being a bit of control and be the big guy among his friends and peers.
Oh, I like guns.
He did tell me once that his hobby is guns.
I like guns from being a kid. Brought up with guns. Always played with guns.
It's a little weird, but you know, this is America, and takes all sorts, I think, so yeah.
It's comforting to have a gun. It's reassuring to know that, well, they're always there if you need them.
I mean, it's a weird hobby, but you know, everyone's got their own thing, I guess.
And it gives you power just to feel them. The feeling of power.
Roger Troy had another passion, ogling young women. He can afford to spend a lot of time in Hooters. He has a decent job and a part-time job overseeing the way that the condo where he lives is managed. He's a big character.
Well, they all know me around here. I'm in charge of the condos. I keep an eye on the place. It's how I work. Just like to be in charge.
I think he perceives himself as a man who's very attractive because of his wealth and power, and he thinks he should be respected as a result of that.
So the self-image Roger Troy had was of a good-time guy that everyone would want to know. He styled himself on social media as a playboy, with a playboy's name.
He called himself Beach Ball.
That's just my Twitter name, Beach Ball. Everybody knows me. They all call me Beach Ball. Yeah, I mean, I am a beach ball. I have a ball. I am a ball. I'm a beach bum, but with money.
I would imagine he had a huge sense of self. Look at me, aren't I important?
Nobody could possibly know, but an obsessional, deluded stalking had begun.
Have a nice day. You know, it's really good fun, but, and the clientele are mostly great.
Alyssa somehow is on her own. All the girls in Hooters are really nice looking girls, obviously. They gotta fit the bill, but she's got class.
But sometimes you do get a couple of men who can be a little bit testing, and you have to really remind yourself, you know, this is a job and you are getting paid for this.
Oh, well, she's beautiful. She's the business.
Sometimes it does get a little bit creepy and it does get a little bit much, but you have to say, you know what, just take it on the chin, because in the long run, this will pay off. Troy. Yeah, well, this guy, you know, he comes in quite a lot, and he always sits in my section, which is a little bit weird, and I'm clearly his favorite.
Roger Troy is a sad old man with delusions of youth, and he's somebody who's used to getting what he wants and can't handle it when he can't.
Oh, yeah. I just wish I was 30 years younger, you know?
But, you know, he's harmless. These men of a certain age, I think they're lonely, and it's kind of my responsibility to help him out and be nice to him and make sure that he doesn't feel really rejected.
The problem here is that Troy doesn't get the rules. Alyssa serves him his food, does a good job, gets her tip, goes home and forgets about him. He does not forget about her. Rather, a fixation begins.
Oh, yeah. She's a lovely girl.
We hear a lot about midlife crisis, and in many ways this is what Troy is suffering. He yearns for his youth, and Alyssa reminds him of that.
She's so warm and flashes that lovely smile. Oh, yeah. In her case, she doesn't just need the tight Hooters top.
Have a nice day.
The face is just beautiful.
You know, I keep a smile on my face and just hope that nothing really bad happens.
The other girls, they're great. Friendly, lovely. But Alyssa, oh, she's something else.
Sometimes he does just sit there and he doesn't order anything. And I'll be working and I can sort of feel his eyes on me.
But there's no doubt that Troy is misreading the signals. He's started to obsess, fantasizes about the woman he thinks is his waitress.
But she's got the most pert, tight, beautiful body.
Soon, Troy got hands-on, began touching Alyssa, dwelling on her hand, hugging her.
I think Troy feels that his expectations are legitimate. If a girl is dressed like that, working in a place like this, then they should expect to have people like me ask for things and I should get what I want.
It makes me feel really uncomfortable, and I've told my manager, but there's not a lot you can do about that, so...
I just love squeezing up to her.
He's already taking liberties. For now, he'll see just how far he can go, but the fact is, the stalking has begun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and feeling my body and the contours of hers. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the friction between us.
She's 20-something, he's bald, paunchy, an old bloke now turned 60. In his mind, he's probably thinking, what have I got to lose?
You know, you just gotta get on with the job and hope that he kind of leaves you alone.
Anything but. He leaves big tips, waits to the end of her shift.
There was a few times that I finished my shift and I went out into the car park, and yeah, it's really weird actually. He was there standing there waiting for me.
I watch everything she does.
It really freaked me out because, you know, I expect to just go home after, and I'm confronted with this creepy guy.
Just walking around. Something else.
Troy makes out that the relationship is very fatherly, but then it develops when he starts walking her to her car, wanting a hug, expecting a bit more closeness and affection. I think things are starting to shift in his mind, but he believes he's well within his right to get that because of the amount of money he gives her in tips.
He didn't even say anything either. He was just sort of standing there, and I kind of thought he was going to follow me home.
Yeah, and she likes it.
Let me tell you, I do not.
We hit it off.
It really creeped me out.
'Cause she likes it. You're just being discreet. She loves it.
How far would Roger Troy's obsession take him? How much danger was Alyssa in? Roger Troy, the self-styled playboy, is beginning to escalate his stalking behavior. He demands Alyssa's telephone number each time that he sees her.
I'm not supposed to give out my number at work. And this guy keeps asking me for my phone number.
This is serious harassment. He's trying to bully her into doing what he wants her to do. He wants to make their relationship much more personal.
In her naivety, Alyssa tries to manage the situation. She gives him a way of contacting her.
I don't know whether she feels sorry for him, feels under pressure, but she gives him an email address that she doesn't use that much anymore.
And finally, I just gave him an old email address so that he would stop bothering me.
She does this as a way of just giving him something, but nothing that's too meaningful or gets him too close in her mind, but maybe just panders to what he wants a little bit to get him to leave her alone.
Unfortunately, this was the wrong thing to do, although it's hardly her fault.
One email is all a stalker needs, and that was sadly Alyssa's first mistake in not putting the boundaries up straight away and saying no. She gives him a little bit in the hope that it will make him go away, but all it does is it draws him in closer.
Victims need to tell stalkers to stop right from the start.
Armed with her email address, Troy now wants more. It's a classic escalation in the behavior of stalkers.
It's become really weird actually. At the end of my shift, over the past few weeks, he's been waiting outside for me, and he keeps insisting to hug me.
Do I have to explain that?
And there's a very strict rule at Hooters. You're not supposed to touch any clients. They're not supposed to touch you, and this guy is insisting on hugging me.
You've got one of the most beautiful girls in the world, and you're rubbing up to her.
it's so creepy, but I can't really fend for myself. I can't exactly push him off me.
Feeling my body, the contours of hers.
Troy, facing Alyssa's determined refusal to allow him into her life, gets angry when he is firmly rejected.
I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me.
She thinks she can take my tips and treat me this way. Oh no. Oh no. I'll show her who's in charge.
I believe he entirely thinks he's got rights over them because he's paying good money for the service that he's expecting. And he's not used to not having what he wants when he pays for it.
She's nothing but a tramp and a whore.
Alyssa's boss, John, orders him to back off, insists that he sits in another zone of Hooters.
Alyssa's manager supported her without question. He saw what Troy was doing and knew it was unacceptable. House rules are clear. Customers are not allowed to touch waitresses.
I just find it unbelievable that I spent all that money in there and then he tells me to back off.
When Troy was asked by Alyssa's manager to leave her alone, drink in another bar, I think he would have been incredibly put out by this. I don't think this is not a man who's used to being told what to do and who's used to being rejected and not getting his own way. So I imagine this made him very, very angry.
Back off? Oh, if every customer they had was like me, that John would have a really good business. He's just been negative. Jealous. He shouldn't be talking like that.
It could have gone one of two ways, but what happened wasn't the result Alyssa wanted.
I don't know what's happened, but he's come back and he's sitting in a different section and he's looking at me with this hatred in his eyes.
So when Troy moves into a different zone in Hooters, he keeps drinking there, but then stops talking to her. And I believe this is about him exerting his power and control, like as though I know what you've done, but I'm still going to come here and I'm still going to get what I want.
Ever since I told my manager, he's just staring at me with this horrible look that just, it makes my back just crawl. It's just horrible. It's sickening.
Troy sends message after message via email, clinging to a reality that was simply false.
This is what he sent me. Too bad you let John ruin a good friendship. I really did love you to bits.
She thinks she can take my tips and treat me this way. Oh no.
After that email, he just bombarded me with emails. Every single day, more and more and more, commenting on my weight, about my boyfriend.
As part of her attempts to get Troy to back off, Alyssa tells him all about her boyfriend, Brent.
A regular boyfriend. Oh yeah, I'm gonna track him down.
It's gotten to a point now where I'm genuinely scared.
I don't know what she's told him, but he clearly doesn't know about our relationship, that she's my girl.
I told Brent, and Brent is so worried. But there's not much he can do. I mean, he's telling me to just leave it alone, and he's trying to protect me, but he can't be with me all the time. I mean, we both work, we both have jobs. He's really protective, but sometimes it just doesn't always work.
Troy, despite being firmly put in his place, begins to fight back, and he fights dirty.
He sent me this email saying that I've been cheating on Brent, that Brent's been cheating on me. He's trying to break us up. He's trying to ruin my life.
I was angry. I shouldn't have done it. It was the first thing that came into my mind. I don't like rejection.
But seeding poisonous, erroneous gossip was just the beginning of Troy's campaign to win the heart of a woman 40 years his junior. Alyssa tries to put Roger Troy out of her mind. She and boyfriend Brent announce to the world that they have a special plan.
Brent, finally, he proposed. And I said yes, and I could not be happier. I honestly feel like the luckiest girl in the world. We've even found a house. It's kind of small, but it's cute, and we're gonna get a dog. And everything just feels like it's really going on track. I feel really, really happy.
Their whirlwind romance ends in marriage.
Our wedding day was just incredible. To be honest, looking back, it's all kind of a blur now. But all I remember thinking was, I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with this guy. No one makes me happier than him.
But if Alyssa, now using her married name of Blandon, thought it meant the end of Roger Troy, she was mistaken. He had plans to spread more poison.
Her man is called Brent. I'm gonna find Brent and tell him. He needs to know from me.
Now he was creating vile, demeaning stories about her sex life.
This whore is sleeping around. She's had more than 50 men. I know that.
Few couples in the early months of their marriage have to face what Alyssa and Brent are now coping with. Messages about Alyssa cheating come flooding in. How did the young couple cope?
Me and Brent, we love each other so much. Brent would do anything for me. This is really tearing him up.
He doesn't know how close we were, obviously. He doesn't know. We were everything. He obviously doesn't know.
It was time for action from Alyssa and Brent. They decide to move town, 20 miles away to Orlando.
I'm gonna have to quit my job. I'm gonna have to quit Hooters, all because of this guy.
So Alyssa moves area.
Me and Brent decided we'd move to Orlando. We didn't tell anybody, we just went. We just packed up and left.
She doesn't tell her friends where she's going, she doesn't tell her family where she's going. Her and her boyfriend just up sticks and move in an attempt to lose track of Troy.
If this guy knew anything about us moving, he would definitely follow us. He'd find us.
Alyssa would have been incredibly desperate at that point to just up sticks and leave and not even tell your friends and family where you're going. She must have felt very, very unsafe and scared, and I suspect her and her boyfriend thought they were doing the right thing by just trying to move away as far as possible without telling anyone.
This might not have been such a bad option. Stalkers always want attention. They always want a reaction to all the abuse and all that harassment. But they don't want to be ignored.
The deluded Troy was devastated. His waitress had gone.
I don't know what's happened. I've been down there in the way that I always did at the same time, and at other times she's not there. She seems to vanish off the face of the earth.
Roger Troy starts to live in a fantasy world where he believes he's in some kind of relationship with her, and he's getting more and more aggressive with her lack of response.
Oh, but I will get her. I will find out. I'm missing her. I'm missing her. I'm lonely, and she must be without me.
In fact, she was thrilled to have Roger Troy out of her life. With a new home, in a new town, and with new jobs, the couple's life seemed set.
Life is so much better without it. I mean, it's like a weight off my shoulders. Me and Brent can finally breathe. We can finally go and have our jobs and be together and not worry about this guy behind our backs all the time.
But the move was not far away. It was just down the road.
With his level of obsession, 20 miles was nothing.
Oh yeah, I found her. I know where she lives. I've driven past.
She is all that he thinks about. So Troy is getting increasingly deluded, and Alyssa is what he thinks about all of the time. He doesn't really work, he doesn't have a lot to do. All of his time is spent thinking about her.
And I've no doubt stalking Alyssa was a full-time job.
And I'm walking down the street and I see this car and it's driving past me really, really slowly. And of course I stop and look and it was Troy. Again, I don't even know how he found me.
I'm missing her, I'm lonely.
However long it took, he wouldn't give up.
I can see her in the window. She's put on weight. She's let herself go.
He sent me another email saying I was fat and I needed a haircut. This guy has gone too far and I don't know what to do.
Troy's tactic is always the same, to convince Brent that Alyssa has been cheating. Now he knows the location of the couple's new home. There are lots of ways he can get in touch.
I was doing some work out in the yard and I suddenly realized there's an envelope on the ground.
He was deliberately displaying the fact that he had been there, on their property.
And it's addressed to Brent. So I opened it.
Inside the letter were 3 sheets of paper detailing scores of fictional affairs that Troy claimed Alyssa had had. They were all complete and utter fantasy.
What affairs? Why was he doing this to me? What have I ever done to him? I showed it to Brent, of course, but the look in his eyes, you could tell that it affected him.
Troy would follow Alyssa, remind her he was there.
I went down to the beach one day and I saw him. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to run or to scream.
Make sure you got that seatbelt on, right? Huh?
Finally, I just stood there and I could feel him staring at me. I managed to get away, but I don't know what would have happened if I'd stayed.
What the hell's wrong with you? Come back, come back! What the hell is wrong?
There was just one place Alyssa could avoid Troy, at work, a call centre, where Brent also had a job. Had the workplace become something of a sanctuary? If so, not for long. Troy tracked them down.
I was in my car one day outside of work and I was just sitting there about to leave to go home. And he comes up to me and he walks towards me and he gets down next to the window and he screams.
Hey, Alyssa. How's my Hooters girl?
Hey, how's my Hooters girl?
Keeping all your men happy? Huh?
Oh my God. I did not know what to do, so I put the key in and I drove away as fast as I could.
The couple turned to the justice system for help. Troy is now harassing them online, offline, at home, and at work. The situation had begun when a waitress served a customer and had now escalated to 24-hour stalking. The police advice was to gather the evidence, so the couple begin.
Me and Brent put together 72 pages of details of what this guy has done. I mean, everything, emails.
In the deposition to police, Alyssa spells out how it all began. She explained how Troy's tips meant that in his mind, he deserved special treatment, how he had bombarded the couple with emails.
In one day, he sent Alyssa 5 emails, all abusive, all taunting her about her sex life and her marriage.
The police were made aware of the determination Troy showed in harassing Alyssa.
Threats, Facebook comments, calling me a whore.
This showed Troy's increasing levels of desperation. His stalking is now in a frenzy. It's approaching some sort of horrendous climax.
It took about 2 weeks, but it didn't matter. We needed to get everything down. This creep will not get away with it.
But he does. The judge reviewing the request delivers a devastating verdict.
We spent 2 weeks putting together all this information about this guy so I could get a restraining order, finally. And it gets rejected.
The judge ruled there was not enough evidence to meet the legal definition of stalking. He said there was no immediate or imminent danger.
Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to protect myself? This was our last shot. I'm so scared, and I feel like I've been abandoned, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
It's a very bad outcome for Alyssa, and it gets worse. The judge lists the case for a hearing in 2 weeks' time. Both parties will have to attend. So that means that Troy will be told that Alyssa has tried for a restraining order.
So Troy becomes even more furious and more deluded.
Why am I behaving this way? I just love that girl. She's been my life for so long. I've given her everything. And then suddenly, I'm pushed out of her life by her boss, by her boyfriend. And it's not fair.
All I keep thinking of is his hobby. He's a gun nut.
Unbalanced, deluded, armed Roger Troy, an old man stalking. It was a Monday in February 2010 when Roger Troy put his plan into action, one hatched through a haze of deluded jealousy.
The stalker, the predator, has decided to move in for the kill.
So Troy has been watching Alyssa. He's been watching her moves, where she works, the hours that she works, and he would have been in the parking lot, having seen her come back from lunch with her husband, probably looking very happy.
I kiss Brent from time to time at work. I just want him to be near me. I don't want him to leave my side ever. I only feel safe when I'm around him.
And this would have just made him more and more angry.
Why am I behaving this way? I just love that girl. She's been my life for so long.
So we have a man in emotional turmoil, deeply jealous, prepared to act on his growing hatred of Alyssa, and, not to be forgotten, with a lethal hobby.
Troy's got the guns and he knows what he's going to do. It's almost like he's just biding his time, waiting to take his moment, to pounce.
I'm nervous about going to work alone.
Oh, yeah. I saw how frightened she was. Oh, yeah.
I walked into the parking lot and I saw him.
Oh, and she was scared. Oh, yes. Oh, she knows I'm not messing now.
There's nobody around to help Alyssa. She's absolutely helpless, and he's there with a gun.
Oh my God. Please just stay away from me, please. Please just stay away.
Hey, Alyssa. How's my Hooters girl?
Troy has got 100% control. Alyssa doesn't even have time to contact her boyfriend. There's nobody around to shout for help. he has all of the power, which is what he's wanted all along.
He's there, he's there. Why is no one helping me, please? Just stay away from me, please. Please don't come any closer. I hate you, please. Stop it, just stop it. Get away from me.
Here. Alyssa. Here. How are you doing?
I need Brent. Where's Brent? Brent, please. Please, Brent, where are you? Please, Brent. Brent, I'm so scared. Brent, I need you here.
Bitch. Bitch. Bitch.
I'm begging you, Brent. Help me, please. Someone help me.
Something for you. Just what you deserve. Bitch. Whore.
Stay away from me, please. Please.
You can beg all you like. It's too late now. It's too late now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's different now. You can't change the rules. It's too late.
No. Please, please, no, please. Oh no, I'm begging you. I haven't done anything. Please.
Alyssa, you took my money. You took my love. And you deceived me. You've had so many men. Why should I let you go? Why should I?
Troy, don't do this. Troy, don't do this, please. Please, Troy. Please, please, I'm begging you, Troy. Please. Oh, please. I'm begging you.
Troy opened fire. He shot Alyssa in the chest, and her abdomen, and her neck.
He had no intention of letting his victim live.
He stood over her and kept on shooting. These were the actions of a deranged sadist, slaying his victim.
Uncanny Fire Rescue, tell me what happened. Oh my God. I was driving into work, parking my vehicle, and this gentleman, I saw this gentleman shooting this woman several times.
But the episode was not over. Did Troy have a sudden realization of his deed?
What have I done? What have I done?
Roger Troy, the gun nut, had killed once. He was about to kill again.
And then he turned the weapon on himself. A single shot.
The fact that he then killed himself, I think, shows that his state of mind was about, if I can't have you, nobody can. But if you're not around, I don't want to be here either. So his state of mind was about killing her, possibly to show her who's boss, but then also killing himself because he realised that without her he's nothing.
Roger Troy was 62 when he murdered the 23-year-old Alyssa Blandon. Her husband's anguish can be heard on a 911 call urging her to stay with him, telling her that he loved her. They were probably the last words she will have heard.
I love you. I love you. I love you. He's not there. I love you, baby. Keep going. Come on. I got an airway pocket in my head.
Troy desperately wanted to be sexually attractive to women like Alyssa. That is why he developed a fixation on her. That's why he became a predatory stalker with an irresistible obsession. An obsession that would cost Alyssa her life.
How dare you do this to me? I had a whole life to live. I had people to love. I had a family. I did not deserve this. Damn you.